consumer reporter LYNDA STEELE is here now with a home reno story gone wrong. And look at this is a story we guess we can all learn from it.
Yeah, you know what? It started with a leaky basement, something relatively simple we thought. It ended up with a destroyed lawn and a $50,000 headache. Shirley Thiel is wrapping her yard in caution tape after a renovation job gone wrong.
Oh, I'm devastated about this whole experience. I can't use my yard. I'm concerned about my foundation. It's just been a nightmare for me.
The construction crew dug up Shirley's lawn and dismantled her deck to install drainage tiles to stop a leak in her basement.
This is the trench that they dug.
When the contractor discovered her home was built on rocks, he said she needed a whole new foundation and another $40,000 to finish the job.
Initially I said just to abort the whole thing, but he said he couldn't, and that he had to continue, and I felt pressured because I was worried my house would collapse, and so I gave him the deposit for the work.
Shirley handed over another $15,000 deposit with no written estimate. That was on top of the $5,000 she had already paid for the initial work. But shortly after, Shirley wanted the job stopped to explore her options. So the foreman brought in this independent engineer who assessed the situation.
They went too far, basically. They went too far, too deep, and I think at that time it was a no-way situation.
CHIU says the crew should have seen the boulders. New drainage tiles were not an option and stopped digging. That didn't happen. Shirley wanted her deposit back, but says the contractor refused and walked off the job. So now he's got your money. You've got this.
Yes, yes.
How are you feeling about that?
Not very good.
The company responsible, Conforce Construction, is owned by ROBERTO BENASSI. We tracked him down on another work site. She said she agreed to the $10,000 job. Suddenly it's a $50,000 job.
No, it wasn't. We told her it could cost up to $30,000 to fix the whole foundation properly. But then she didn't want to spend that kind of money.
BENASSI claims he offered to fill in the holes in Shirley's yard and walk away if she signed a letter releasing him from future liability.
When she told us to leave it, she doesn't have the money to continue that. I didn't feel safe because now, whatever happens to that project, I'm responsible. And I don't like doing the projects at half-ass, right?
So if she gets a letter from her lawyer to your lawyer this week, will you give her money back?
Yes, 100%.
Please tell me Shirley got her money back.
No. The short answer, no. There's a long story, though. The contractor, BENASSI, offered to pay more than half of the money back, claiming he'd already done a considerable amount of work. But Shirley says the engineer claims only a minimal amount of work was done, and she refused to take a lower amount, so the standoff continues. Bottom line, this would not have happened if there was a solid contract in place. So tomorrow at 6, some things that you need to know before hiring a contractor and possibly getting into a pickle like Shirley, because that's a lot of money.
It sure is.
Sure
Yeah.
is. And here we are.
It's a mess and nothing's finished.
Yeah, summertime. It's going to be hot this weekend. Can't use it.